an archaeologist stumbled upon something unbelievable. Inside a dark cave stood a cowboy who looked like he'd been there for over 100 years. Sensing something was wrong, he cautiously stepped closer. But just as he was about to enter, an invisible barrier stopped him in his tracks. Curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to squeeze his way inside. As he slowly approached the cowboy, the figure suddenly began to move. Before the archaeologist could even react, the cowboy vanished into thin air. Then the cave entrance began flashing rapidly, as if day and night were switching back and forth in seconds. Confused and terrified, he turned to run. But the moment he made it out, his heart nearly stopped. It was night outside. He had only been in the cave for a few minutes. Yet everything had changed. Even his car looked old and rusted, as if it had been sitting there for decades. At first, he thought he must have made a mistake, until he spotted his own work ID inside. That's when he realized time had jumped forward by years. Suddenly, strange noises came from nearby. He got out to check and found another abandoned car. Inside was a backpack, one that belonged to one of his students. That's when it hit him. His students must have gone into the same cave. A few days earlier, the students had gone looking for their missing professor. They left one of their classmates, Jack, at the entrance, to call for help if anything went wrong, while the rest of them descended into the cave using ropes. Halfway down, they too felt that strange, invisible barrier, but ignored it and kept going. When they reached the bottom, a terrifying roar echoed through the darkness. Panicked, they decided to climb back up, but halfway out, the rope snapped. What they didn't know was that during their short, 15-minute descent, years had already passed outside, and the rope had aged and rotted away. Trapped underground, they searched for another way out. Not long after, they stumbled upon Jack's lifeless body. When they picked up his camera, the horrifying truth became clear. Jack had waited at the cave entrance for over a month, then finally went in to find them, only to slip and fall to his death. The group was devastated. To confirm what had happened, Lisa, an experienced climber, decided to scale the walls by hand. With her skill, she made it out quickly, but what she saw froze her in shock. The lush forest surrounding the mountain had turned into a barren wasteland. She didn't know it yet, but the 30 minutes they'd spent in the cave had equaled several hundred years in the outside world. Above her, a strange flying object hovered in the sky, and the moon was now enormous.